Hi, Saggy Sag. Welcome to your first weekly horoscope from Broomstick Fairy and your first weekly horoscope from Broomstick Fairy outside in London town. Okay? So, I'm just going to get straight into it and get started with your reading, okay? So, the overall theme for you guys this week, you have the Four of Water in reverse, which is actually a positive card. And you have the small medicine wheel, which is equivalent to the Wheel of Fortune in the normal tarot card decks. This one is a little bit different, a little bit of spice, a little bit of Native American spice. I love them. Then you have the Daughter of Water or the Page of Water in the traditional decks. And then you have the Spiritual Warrior, which is the brother or the sister to the Chariot. Now, I feel like you guys are taking advantage of opportunity and change. Whether that change is completely internal, spiritual warrior, or spiritual warrior could be internal, or it could be movement, momentum, because the Chariot in the other decks is like, yeah, giddy up, yeah, it's got two horses chasing on, going for victory, going down, barking up the right tree. I like to call this barking up the right tree or barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, nah. So yeah, um, um, yeah, so whether it's metaphysical but I feel like it definitely needs a spiritual warrior. Trying to make sure that your inner world is in peace, in calm, and serenity, so that your outer world can be the same, you know? Um, Others of you, I feel like you have received some news which may give you the green light or the go-to to go ahead forward with some travel or some creative endeavor, or to go forward ahead with some love life. This is the decision that you have. And others of you may feel completely connected to your children. And you may travel for some sort of creative and love or romance, but whatever is hitting you is definitely therapeutic and meant to happen in your life, because the Wheel of Fortune or the Madison Wheel, it's like, this is, let me stop trying to see my, you don't need to see me. The Madison Wheel is, it's therapeutic, and it's a cycle that is faded kind of, and it's definitely a part of your healing and growth to the next stage in your life, okay? And some of you, your children may be teaching you a great deal right now. So if you have children, you may be learning a lot from them, and they may be actually kind of surprising you a bit of what you're learning from them. And then for some of you, you may take up an offer. I feel like there may be travel on the cards for some of you, or you may take up an offer from someone with water-like qualities, water sign qualities, which is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, because you have the Page of Water here. The Page of Water can speak of messages. You may receive a message from this person, or you may receive you just may feel it like in a loving and creative mood, in a giving mood. That's what the Daughter of Water or the Page of Cups can mean. But yeah, you may take up an offer from someone with the water sign qualities, possibly involving travel or new business collaboration. Okay, so that's the main theme for Sagittarius this week. And then in your work sector, you've got the Nine of Earth, baby. This is brilliant. This is I feel like you are accumulating Nine of Earth or the Nine of Pentacles. You're making good investments, being smart in business or in work. Some of you may be taking a break from work and be going on vacation, because in the traditional tarot card decks, you see a woman that's luxurious in a garden with some beautiful silky fabrics on. She's got a bird on her shoulder, and she's just soaking in and basking in, is basking the word? But she's soaking in the fruits of her labor, and she's enjoying all of her recent hard work and all of her successful business endeavors. So this could possibly be you, or with the presence of this Page of Air or the Daughter of Air in reverse, which can be a little bit cutthroat or a little bit nosy or a little bit the ending of something. It can also mean travel delays or something of some sort. But I feel like for some of you, I could have just left it at this, but sometimes I've just got problems and I just think I need to keep more cards, more information. So, but so maybe some of you are leaving a job and deciding to work for yourself. maybe cut ties with a certain business partner or company, and you may have that may ended up being not so much a smart decision. So you chose to go another route. And okay, for your emotion sections, in your emotions, you've got the Six of Earth, or the Six of Pentacles. Earth is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, yeah? So I don't know if you may have a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus in your mind, or this could just be the essence of this card. And this card speaks of, you know, you want an equal balance of give and take. You want to be feeling like whoever you're dealing with is whoever you're dealing with, you guys are balanced, or well balanced, or like you respect each other well, or like you is the equal balance of give and take, or you maybe just wanting to just give to charity, or you want to have equal balance of communication with people. You want fruitful dealings with people. You may want to feel like giving back to the community, or the community may want to feel like giving back to you, or you're thinking of reciprocity. You want reciprocity and love. You want somebody to give as much as you give. Or some of you may want to get involved in charity and give back, because in the traditional decks they have this card giving. It's like someone of superior or of high status giving back to the community, or giving back to the people in some way or some shape or form. And then your thoughts can also be on how you can expand and make a living doing worthwhile, adventurous stuff, just like how you are at heart. And then you feel like you're living a life of purpose, a life of meaning, a life of giving, a life of receiving. You just want the whole shebang, the whole 9 yards. And I mean, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Okay? So yeah. Now, and then for the couples, I mean for the singles, sorry. Where the hell is the singles? The single Sagittarius. Where I put the damn single? The single Sagittarius, some of you guys, I feel like you guys, if this isn't the essence of an air sign, because air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this, and don't pay attention to the genders. This is a gender neutral reading, because this is a general reading, and I must stress that. So if you feel like it doesn't resonate, don't take heart. It may not be the message for you this week, or I may not be the tarot card reader for you, or you may find the messages in your moon sign, or your rising sign, or your ascendant sign, which is the same as your moon sign. I mean, reel it back, the same as your rising sign. Okay, so yeah, so if this isn't an earth sign, this is you. You're taking on a matter of heart and mind. You're feeling the wind beneath your wings. You're soaring. You're feeling unapologetically yourself right now, and you're just basking, and you're overflowing with love for yourself. And you're starting. Your focus is more on getting new projects started, or getting new endeavors started, fertility, growth, building new things, focusing on building something from the ground up, focusing on being a professional. But if this isn't your energy, then this mother of air could mean that you meet an air sign, or someone who has air-like qualities, who has good communication skills, or maybe even been into business with this person. And maybe you're starting a project with somebody, and your heart's starting to go and you're starting to feel this so and so. And you're overflowing with love, and it's new, it's fresh, it's the ace of water. Water is Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Or you just want to start something new and beautiful romance, beautiful. Your cup is filled with love, filled with happiness, filled with joy. Or yeah, if this. Yeah, so that's the deal with the singles. Either way, it's very positive. These are two positive cards, whether you want to focus on your professionalism and new projects for yourself, or whether you meet somebody at work who is a good professional, who can speak well, who is quite discerning, quite diligent, quite truthful. They're very honest. They're very open with their dialect, and they don't really hold anything back. And you may like this because you're You may like, ooh, you may be taken aback by them. Now with the couples, you've got, or people in relationships, or maybe strained relationships or positive relationships. You've got 8 of Water in reverse. So that means like you're kind of you're stagnating something. So stagnating or stagnation. You're stalling or you're dragging your feet along something. I feel like you may be stuck on something that your lover did and that you can't get over, and maybe feeling like you may be feeling kind of alone in the relationship, because then you have the Hermit here. The Hermit speaks of isolation. So even if no matter how close you may be to someone, you may feel kind of alone, or you feel like something is missing from the relationship, but you don't know how to tell them. And that's what this presence of this Two of Air here is, because it's almost like Two of Air, Two of Swords. In the traditional decks, you've got someone covering their heart, crossing it like this. So maybe that's how you feel. You feel like you can't tell them your true feelings about something. You feel like you gotta hide something a bit, or waiting for the right moment to do so. But you're definitely stalling on the decision, because that's why this is stagnant. This is in reverse, because it means like you're not willing to move on. The 8 of Cups speaks of moving on, speaks of following your dreams, speaks of opening your heart, speaks of having courage to go forward. But when it's in reverse, it means that something is blocking that. You're kind of holding on to beliefs that are making you stall. And some of you may still long for someone in the past, and you may be keeping it to yourself, and only you know that. But this person may have done something that made you feel like, well, damn. Why you did me like that? Okay, so the overall advice for you, Sag, is brilliant. Follow your spirit. Follow justice. Follow rising up to your higher self. Follow the synchronities of subtle message from the gods, like little signs you got, maybe a bird or a ladybug may land in front of you, or you may see a sign and it may remind you of someone, but you may just shake it off. Don't do that, because I feel like Spirit is sending you messages that you need to hear. But just follow your bliss, follow your joy, do things that make you happy, connect with people that make you happy. Celebration, be creative, be your joyous, optimistic self, infectious, optimistic self. I love Sagittarius because you're so infectious and optimistic. I'm a water sign, so sometimes I can be a bit ugh. But Sagittarius, I find Sagittarius can like pick you up, you know? And then let go of fear, or let go of spiteful energies. Let go of things that not serving you or anyone else, or let go of like feeling like you have to prove yourself to people, or let go of feeling like you have to show someone that they messed up if they did let you go. And also just pay attention to your instincts. And also, if you have a question about something, or you're wondering about something, maybe the Spirit could be saying the answer is yes, because this card is also a yes card. Okay, so now let's go to the Oracle Master. Spirit, what is the Oracle Master for Sagittarius for June 12th to June 18th, 2017. What is the message for Sagittarius for June 12th to June 18th, 2017? What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius, Spirit? What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius, Spirit? Environment. Your environment reflects your life. Change your surroundings. It's a message for some of you. Break free. Move on from situations that are not nurturing you or not serving you. These cards are pretty, ain't they? Let me set up this one too. Both of these ones are really colorful. This is the lamp from the labyrinth wisdom cards. They each all have like a labyrinth on there in some way depicted on there. And now, let's see what crystals Spirit recommends for you this week, Sagittarius. What crystals will help Sagittarius, the Archer? Crystals for the Archers this week. Crystals for the Archers this week. Crystals for the Archers. Recommended crystals for the Archers. What crystals will help Sagittarius this week? Spirit, give me crystal for Sagittarius this week. That's too much. Spirit, See why I don't shuffle on camera? Even though it's live and you feel more connected, it's too long, man. Crystal for Sagittarius this week. Black Tourmaline. And let's get another one. Crystal for Sagittarius this week. Okay. We've got 3 here. Black Tourmaline. That one is quite basic, but I'll read it for you anyway. It's not basic, but it's a piece of protection. I just wanted something a little bit different. But who am I to know? That's what Spirit wants you to have. Maybe you need to protect yourself. You guys are kind of trusting individuals, really optimistic. Maybe there might be someone lurking in the fucking sidelines trying to cut you or something. So maybe that's why you need the Black Tourmaline protection. Black Tourmaline absorbs negative energy and affords excellent energetic protection, enhancing your physical vitality. Self-understanding. You are adaptive, adjusting to new places and new situations. You have clarity of thought and analyze situations rapidly. Let go of overcautiousness, but stay protective. You sense it when people wish you ill. You may be carrying a family or past life curse, creating disease. Recognize that negative thoughts and actions harm others and yourself. Divination, strengthen your protection. Consolidate plans and be realistic. You'll soon see that way through obstacles. Ensure you are well protected. Ill wishing or envy may be directed your way. Neutralize bad energy without harm to others. Watch your thoughts, attend to practical matters, be generous, and give others freedom. Healing insight, neutralizing toxic energies from your environment. Shielding yourself from ill wishing or EMF stress or detoxifying body supports well being. The frequency of this is earthy. The chakra is the earth star and the base. Pink granite. Pink granite, the lightning bolt. Pink granite, self-understanding. You are an ancient Egyptian with the arcane knowledge that world entails, but you are originated in the stars. You understand cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, and immortality. You have been involved in ancient power struggles. Cut yourself loose. Become more grounded. Learning experiences occur regularly, and serendipitous synchronicities put you in exactly the right place at the right time. Ooh, remember I was saying, listen to the synchronicities. Boom, blast. Words they call. Rather, pay attention to the synchronicities. Thank you, Spirit. Divination, be assertive and make things happen. Events move with surprising speed once you focus your intention. See the whole picture before deciding. Be pragmatic, but don't give your power away. Maintain balance in a relationship. You need diplomacy and tact. Lightning can strike twice. If dealing with ancient strife, look at the bigger picture. Everything must pass away. Death precedes transformation and rebirth. Frequency, earthy and high. Chakras, all. So this one is the thing for all the chakras. No. Rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite. The heart reviver. Rhodochrosite teaches the heart to assimilate painful feelings without shutting down, dissolving denial and identifying ongoing detrimental patterns. It offers compassionate love and forgiveness. You face the truth with loving awareness, self-understanding. Deep down, you feel alienated, unloved, or unappreciated. A history of sexual or emotional abuse creates disease, or you may have misused or feared your sexual power in the past. You may be repressing something you do not want to face. Irrational fears and paranoia and unescapable emotions need to be acknowledged and transformed. Time for a change of viewpoint. Begin to seek the gifts in your experiences rather than seeing the negative effects. Check out whether you were taught in childhood is still relevant to the person you are today. Releasing resentment from your heart creates a well-being. Frequency high, the chakra, heart, solar plexus, base, and sacral. So maybe for some of you who may be feeling that, like I said, that isolation here. For some of you that may be in relationships, that may be the message, or maybe just coming out of relationships because the hermit is isolation, or because you feel alone deep down. Hey, yada. And then maybe that may be the message here. Release that fear. 5 of fear, but you had it in reverse, which is positive. So just focus on that. And then for the last oracle message, we have these soul cards. Now these cards have no meaning. The meaning is totally intuitive to yourself. So I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to let you have a gaze, and maybe whatever intuitive feelings you have, then that's the message Spirit wants for you. So what does this mean to you, Sid? I'll tell you my 2 cents before I go. Focus on teamwork, focus on unity, focus on the connection between spirit, humans, animals, the universe, and nature. Focus on the synchronities, the signs that may be coming from above. Like, see, Bip was looking up like, yeah, you got me, I trust you, you trust me. I could be completely wrong. Maybe you want to let me know in the comment sections. I love you, said. Have a nice week.